Welcome back. We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest, Dr. Mohammad Azzam, our technology expert. It's a very good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you and to your distinguished viewers.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time and for joining us on today's edition of Cairo Local Time. And let me start by asking you, of course, Egypt is firmly embarking on its digital transformation. What are some of the most important steps that Egypt has taken in this regard, sir?
Digital transformation is a journey by itself, and Egypt has been implementing so many pillars within this journey. One of them, of course, is availing electronically the government services online to citizens and business sector. And we've seen Digital Egypt platform. Now it has more than 160 services available online. And we are witnessing a growth with respect to the number of subscribers to the services. Now we have almost 7 million Egyptian citizens are registered on the platform, as well as they are consumed almost 30 million transactions. Which is a very remarkable number. That means that people are now consuming the service and the services is available for them to be conducted remotely without exerting effort or wasting time. So this is one of the pillars. The other pillars is the infrastructure, the telecom and information technology infrastructure. We've seen a growth in the data speed over the internet. We've seen many projects related to building large data centers. We've seen now coverage of 4G or the fourth generation telecom infrastructure, and Egypt is willing to go also aggressively into the 5G, which is the highest speed telecom infrastructure or wireless or mobile infrastructure. This is also, we've seen a lot of technology embedded in different economic and social sectors for modernizing the trade system, modernizing the industrial sector, modernizing the education, the healthcare services. Also, we've seen many legal frameworks that governing the new use models of technology. We've seen the data protection law, we've seen the digital transaction law, we've seen commuting via mobile application law. So it's a very comprehensive, very connected pillars and activities that are taking place now. And we are, as Egypt, moving from the digital transformation concept to what's called government tech.
Yes.
Government tech is this more inclusive approach of governments using the technology for availing all services and embedding technology in every single aspect in our life.
Indeed. This leads you to my next question, Mr. Mohammed. How does, the economy benefit from such an e-government, as you call it?
The economy actually it benefits directly and indirectly. From direct aspect, it's when you avail digital services, this would help you to avail quality government services to citizens and the business sectors, which is reflecting on saving, of course, time and money.
Right.
Worldwide, embedding artificial intelligence, for example, in government sector would save the world like 44 billion US dollars annually, which could be utilized for different projects for example, for improving the quality of education, improving the quality of healthcare system. So this is part of the 21st century economy. Indirectly, embedding technology or utilizing technology and consuming technology definitely will help you to have a sort of progress on the ladder of competitiveness. If you need to have a competitive, resilient economic system, this could not be realized without having the technology in place.
Indeed. Right.
So this would help you to get a better position on the competitiveness ladder on a global scale. And of course, this gives the outside world of giving the investment community, the international investment community, a picture that Egypt is now employing all the 21st century tools and is becoming of one of the countries that are part of the global connected ecosystem.
Right, Mr. Mohammad, how, in the recent last few years, Egypt has created a large number of smart cities now. How do you see these cities' development over the last few years, and how will they be introduced and linked to the old system to slowly replace them?
Smart cities actually are not becoming a luxury anymore because their cities are aging like human beings, exactly. So you cannot rely on old cities to have a quality life for citizens. So this is importance of smart cities is you are availing a new mechanism for having a better life for citizens, for availing a new mechanism for the industrial and trade sector to become more competitive. This is also would help you to address the population growth, address the pressure on the infrastructure, because smart cities is not only having nice buildings with nice high-speed internet. Actually, it has technology that at the backbone of the city for monitoring the pollution, for managing the utilities, for saving energy and water resources, for making the life efficient, for having optimization for routes, for having optimization for the consumption of everything that you need. So this is actually technology is the key for the smart cities, and without having smart cities, again, you wouldn't be able to be part of the 21st century global connected ecosystem, which is very important for any country would have a potential for growth and becoming a global player within a few years from now.
Indeed. How do you think, in the future of reliance on technology will become, and should there be an alternative plan? And what, in your opinion, does society need to fully transition to this digital life?
Actually, this is very important, another important topic, because technology always the vehicle for nations, communities, and even individuals to prosper. And that's why we are witnessing now a lot of development in the technology infrastructure. We've seen that we are building new innovation hubs for startups to use this innovation hubs to create valuable products and services based on technology. We've seen many startups that are attracting hundreds of millions of US dollars as investment. Last week, Forbes just mentioned, Egyptian startup working in fintech domain was able to attract like 340 million US dollars over the last 12 months. So without technology, you couldn't advance on the individual level, on the community level, and on the nation level. Right. And we've seen this during the COVID outbreak, and without technology, of course, it would be very hard to overcome the consequences of the outbreak on the social and economic level.
Absolutely right. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Engineer Mohammad Azzam, our technology expert. Thank you very much, sir, for your time.